Twitch test 1 2 3. Twitch test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. I don't know who just did that. Breathy, I can't see. I don't have my thing open. I'm sorry. Whoever just followed, I appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Love you lots. Oh, Drethy097. No, I want to add you on Discord, but thank you for tuning in. Okay. Where's my camera? The hell? There it is. Hello. I'm feeling a little bit blue today. I'm very nauseous, so if I'm lower energy today, that'll be why. But hello, welcome to the stream to all the live watchers, all the lurkers, all the VOD watchers, chatters, and people who don't give a today for drink, we've got the Rain Gummy Bear, whatever. It's not as good as the one I had last week. It's sweet, but it's okay. Yesterday I had the orange dreamsicle one, which is basically like an orange fudsicle. It was fine, I guess, but the further away I got from it, the less I liked it, so I'm probably not gonna buy that one again. And then of course I just got just some regular old water today. So the plan for the stream today is there is a bunch of Wowhead news. I guess some 11.2 stuff dropped, so we're going to watch a video on that and learn more about what's going on there. And then we're going to play 11.1.7. But before we do that, actually, one thing I do want to mention right off the hop here, I'll mention it probably a few times throughout the video, is on Friday, I have a new video coming out that I'm very excited about, despite my low energy right now. It is a video I've been working on since February. It is about the legal agreements from Blizzard. So their end user license agreement, privacy policy, terms of sale, refund policy, cookie policy, content creation policy, custom game policy, and I think that's it. I reviewed all of those, put them all into a 49-minute video, and kind of talked about what is expected of you when you sign that, and kind of gave thoughts on a couple things there. The privacy policy in particular is a thing that I just can't believe. A lot of the stuff in there, that's kind of insane. So very much so proud of that video. It's probably the video I spent the most amount of time on. And I was working on the thumbnail yesterday, and I everything with this video I just love so much. So hopefully everybody checks it out. Hopefully everyone likes it. Actually, before I do that, I just realized I don't have the YouTube chat open. So if you're talking in YouTube chat, one sec, because I don't have that open. I was wondering why I couldn't see that. Where is that? I knew I forgot something. But that comes out on Friday, so if that sounds of interest to you, please do check it out. Would mean a lot to me. I've got YouTube chat open now, so if you said anything, I didn't see it. I see nothing here at the moment. Let me put this into live chat. So just say hello again if you're here. Otherwise, I appreciate you being here lurking. So if anyone's just tuning in, I'm low energy today, not feeling the greatest, but I will try to power through this. But let's start off with the first look at Ghosts of Kerash, the new 11.2 patch coming out. Let's do Theo Fixe. So join us for a preview of Ghosts of Kerash with lead encounter designer Drew D'Souza and associate lead quest designer Steph Yoon. Cool. The way this is set up, I can't full screen because it'll cut off, so I'll just full screen like this. I love the visuals so far.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wowcast.
Hello.
Today we're going to talk about the next major content update, Ghosts of Kerash. To help us uncover what's in store, I'm joined by two developers who helped bring Kerash to life. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Drew D'Souza and I'm a lead encounter designer.
I'm Steph Yoon. I'm an associate lead quest designer, and I was also the point on this content.
One on our left
First things first, what is Kerash and why now?
So Kerash isn't a new term to us. You know, way back in Burning Crusade, we first heard about them when we met the Ethereals in Netherstorm. And, you know, they told us tales of...
I was actually just in Netherstorm leveling up my mining, my herbalism. God, I love the Burning Crusade zones. They're so good, and the Ethereals are amazing. And I really, really hope Midnight is full of them. And, I mean, so far we've got the next patch looking like this so far, so 50 seconds in, I'm hyped.
Kerash, a beautiful arid homeworld for the Ethereals, until Dimensius the All-Devouring came and consumed their world soul. So we helped the Ethereals get revenge in Netherstorm, and we thought the matter was finished. And for the first time here in Ghosts of Kerash, we'll be stepping foot on what's remaining of...
That looks like a combination of...
and for the first time...
What's that winter zone in... It's in Dragonflight. It's that first zone you get into. And it's right before the Ruby Pools. Not Ruby Pools. The other one. And it's a little winter place. Looks like that with a little bit of void.
I'm here in Ghosts of Kerash. We'll be stepping foot on what's remaining of that planet, this shattered, void-touched land. Because we've heard that evil forces are trying to resurrect Dimensius the All-Devouring. And if that happens, the Ethereals are toast, and then Azeroth will be next.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too good for us. So,
that's awesome.
Who's going to help us try to stop Dimensius?
You know, with a threat like this, it's all hands on deck. Within the last major content update, Illyria sort of took a step back and undermined. But she'll be here front and center with her old mentor, Locust Walker, as he brings us to his old home planet. And the eager players among us will have already gone through the content in Legacy of Aerithor, where there is a feature called Lore Walking, which gives hints to sort of the content that's coming up here in Ghosts of Kerash. In there, we learned that Venari and the brokers are interested in helping. Not only that, they've brought their entire city, Tazavesh, the Veiled Market, from the Shadowlands and placed it here right in Kerash. So we'll be...
So I saw the headline for this and one of the Wowhead things I opened. I never played when this dungeon came out. I've only done it afterwards. And I've got to say, afterwards, it is annoying. So I don't know how we feel about this. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it, but maybe it's better than I know.
Able to use that as a home base. We're going to gather as much help as we can so that we can face Dimensius in the raid Manaforge Omega.
I'm excited to see Venari. I know a lot of other people are too. You mentioned the raid. Can you tell us more about that, Drew?
Absolutely, there's a lot to talk about. So our raid in Ghosts of Kerash is Manaforge Omega. It's a giant facility that's been built up on the planet to harvest cosmic energy. We're going to be fighting our way in and through it to take on Shadowguard's Ethereals, who are trying to revive Dimensius.
Yes, dude.
While we're in there, we'll face down with an army of Ethereals still being wrapped, the creature they're harvesting silk from, and even a mysterious council of demon hunters that have found their way onto Kerash.
That looks so cool. And of course,
it's going to end with a cosmic level battle with Dimensius, who is the biggest raid boss we've ever made.
Damn. How big are we talking?
Like City of Stormwind sized.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have any examples of boss mechanics in the raid?
One that I think is really cool is actually our intro. Like I mentioned, this is a giant mana intake facility,
Dude,
and we're actually going to come in through the pipe where they've taken the mana. We're actually going to utilize a artifact cloak we're introducing in Ghosts of Koresh, the Reshi Wraps, to turn ourselves into energy and trick the filtration system. So our first boss encounter is against a warden that's overlooking these pipes, and we're going to need to go in and out of energy forms to survive.
I'm excited for my druid to have another artifact. So let's break down Reshi Wraps. What's the fantasy behind them?
We wanted to give the players an upgradable artifact that had a visible component for transmogs, of course, because that's the true endgame of WoW, but didn't interfere with any tier sets. So the Reshi Wraps are an artifact cloak that helps us turn our bodies from corporeal into an energy form. You know, a very powerful person within the campaign helps us gather these ethereal artifacts and coalesces them into the Reshi Wraps. And it turns our bodies into energy form and basically allows us to see the world through the ethereal's eyes. With this, we'll be able to interface with an outdoor activity called phase diving, which allows us to enter untethered space, which is an entirely different way to look at Koresh. It's an overlay that introduces new creatures, new objectives, new world quests, you know, new mechanics. And the cool thing about the Reshi Wraps, it sort of interfaces with so much content across Ghosts of Koresh. You can use it in the open world, you can use it in the dungeon, you can use it in the raid, and in delves as well.
Seeing the world in the eyes of ethereal sounds really, really cool. You mentioned delves. What is the new delve coming to Ghosts of Koresh?
So we have a new delve coming in Ghosts.
So I think there was a thing about the cloak in one of the Wowhead articles I opened. I really hope it's not borrowed power. I don't like Circe circlets. I don't like this belt that we're getting this patch. Less of that, I think, is better for me, IMO. And the Rishi Rash or whatever, like the underground thing that they have there, I don't know what that is. It kind of feels like the second phase of Siren Isle or like the dead phase from somewhere. So just, you know, another place to be. So I don't know. Sounds interesting, I guess.
Koresh, and this is called the Archival Assault. It takes place in the Azure Vaults and Dragon Isles. You might be familiar with that place, but this time it's chock full of ethereals, ethereal pirates, some brokers, and they're plundering the place, and we're going to put a stop to that with our buddy Bran. You'll be able to take advantage of your Reshi Wrap to unlock unique challenge gateways. They might have boss rushes or unique challenge rooms and need the cloak to access them.
This reminds me of, what was that thing in Diablo? Rifts? That's what that reminds me of.
Additionally, we're doing a little bit of a social feature in here where you'll be able to see your friend's presence. They might be able to leave you messages. You see their ghost running around where they died, maybe.
Yep. So I can make fun of my friend dying in a certain place.
And speaking of dying, let's talk about our nemesis for this season.
Okay.
You might be familiar.
God, before they even start, please, God, make it better than, I saw the post, so I think it's like an ethereal or something like that. I feel like a raid boss. But please, God, make it better than, oh my God, it's even worse. Make it better than Underpin. Underpin is one of the worst encounters they've ever made, ever.
Familiar with her? Her name is Nexus Princess Kaiveza. You have unfinished business with her in Nerebar. She's got a whole new bag of tricks for you. She's not going to hold back this time, and it's a 1v1 scenario, so buckle up.
That's so exciting. I loved her fight in Nerebar.
That looks cool. Let me go back there.
1v1 scenario, so
Bran is obviously dead in this. That's hilarious. Even in the preview, Bran is dead. That's how useless he is. They can't keep him alive for the preview of this. Wow.
So buckle up.
Okay, so those swords look like they're casting out stuff. Very similar to Sire Denathrius. I don't know if you can maybe kill them or if it's just more spawn as time goes on.
That's so exciting. I loved her.
Oh no, wait, the ads are spawning that. Oh, the swords are, okay, I don't know. Those ads maybe are something you have to kill.
Fight in Nerebar Palace, and so I was always wondering where she vanished off to, because you don't actually defeat her. Let's head back to the outdoor world. What can we do on Koresh?
Yeah, there's two major systems. You know, the first one is called ecological succession. When we met the ethereals for the first time in Netherstorm, the two things that I noticed were their energy forms and their really cool ecodomes, right? These systems that allowed them to create biomes inside that didn't match what was outside. And here, basically, you'll be helping run one. Venari is trying to bring life back to those shredded parts of Koresh. And with that, she needs your help to fill it with animals and creatures that really thrive in the Koresh ecosystem. What this means is that she'll ask you to go back to previous zones, get animals, and experiment and see if they can survive in the Koresh ecosystem, and then release them to create a thriving ecology. Think of it as like a void Jurassic Park, where you're just sort of like trying to make sure that this beautiful place can thrive. The other feature I want to talk about is phase diving. I already mentioned it a little bit when I was talking about the Reshi Ramps, but it's basically an overlay across all of Koresh where you get to switch to energy form and enter untethered space to access a whole slew of new content. You can expect to see anything that you normally see in the outdoors, you know, treasures, rares, lore objects, all that. Right. But there's also things that are unique specifically to phase diving. One of the features that I can talk about here is called Warrants, where you're going to be helping the Constable of Tazavesh hunt down notorious monsters.
I am looking forward to also building my own ecosystem. That sounds so cool. Anything with animals, you got me sold. Earlier we spoke about the new raid. What else is coming to Season 3?
Oh, there's a lot to talk about here. So first off, we have a new dungeon coming with Ghosts of Koresh. Right. It's called Ecodome Eldani. It's very important to the Ethereals.
Whatever that is looks sick. It reminds me a lot of a couple things. One of them being Everbloom, was it, from Warlords of Draenor? I don't know what the other one is, though.
It's a 3-boss dungeon. We're going to be fighting through Devourers, invading one of these.
3-boss dungeon, okay.
These places, eating some of the wildlife Steph talked about earlier. That's bad. We're also going to be fighting off a force of Wastelanders that have taken over this place. We're going to fight our way through and figure out why they want this place. One more note with this dungeon is it'll be immediately available on normal, heroic, and baseline mythic with the update on Ghosts of Koresh.
I think they're really cool.
That's how they did it before, right? With what's the new dungeon? Is it dungeon? Pretty sure that's what they made, right? Mythic was available.
The thing about Ecodome Eldani too is that the canonical route that the storyline takes place is the campaign, the raid, and then Ecodome Eldani. And that's not a thing that we do often, you know? So I'm really looking forward to seeing how people react to this cadence.
Wait, lore-wise, the dungeon is last? Interesting.
So what are the dungeons in the dungeon pool?
Oh yeah, let's dive into that as well. Let's talk about the return.
Okay, so I saw the headline for this. I don't know what dungeons are in here. What I do not want to see. I'm good with BFA. I feel like we could probably stop with that. I imagine since they brought Tazavesh back, that'll be a thing. I would love to see something we haven't seen before, though. I don't. I'm trying to think about what dungeons I don't like from this expansion. Priory would really rather not. Actually, that's probably the only one. The other one's, I mean, City of Threads is kind of scary. But other than that, I think that's just the worst one IMO. I forget what else was there.
One's first. So we're going to head back to Revendreth and visit our friends, the Venthyr, in the Halls of Atonement. So the next two, like Steph mentioned.
I don't know how I feel about that. Halls of Atonement. I feel like I remember one of those rooms being really annoying. Did I do Mythic Plus in Shadowlands? I don't remember. I don't think I ran that enough to really have that much opinion on it. It's Shadowlands though, so yeah, I don't know.
Tazavesh is coming back, so we said Tazavesh should come back.
Of course.
That was a mega dungeon when it was first introduced, so we're going to break it in 2 pieces, of course. We're going to have Tazavesh Streets of Wonder, where we're actually fighting through the markets and bazaars and streets of Tazavesh, chasing down Solia. And then we'll have the second half, which is Solia's Gambit, where we're chasing through portals and eventually having our final showdown. Tazavesh will also be returning as a mega dungeon experience in Ghosts of Koresh. Starting with Season 3, You'll be able to play it in hard mode as the baseline mythic difficulty.
Oh.
It'll have increased challenges, hard mode mechanics, and really awesome rewards. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, so I guess I don't have to rerun that to get them out there. Cool.
Oh, we also had a community vote for the last 4.
Frick, my
what were the
freaking
winners?
neck, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool to see what players' favorite dungeons were in the War Within, and the 4 that players chose were Operation Floodgate from Season 2, going back to punch some goblins.
I'm fine with that.
Priory of the Sacred Flame.
No.
Just awesome Hollowfall vibes throughout.
We voted for this? What kind of masochists?
And then we're going to round that out with 2 dungeons from Season 1 of The War Within, Arakara, City of Echoes.
Makes sense.
And the
Dawnbreaker!
Just quick note
Oh God,
for
the
Season
Defector's
1
gonna love that
dungeons,
one.
we are going to take a pass, on the visuals, the combat pacing, the cast times, the number of abilities even, to make sure they're aligned with Season 2 dungeons.
Are there any other important notes for players to know about for Season 3?
Actually, not directly Season 3 related, but on the day of the update for Ghost of Crush, you're going to have access to non-bountiful delves and all Season 3 dungeons for heroic and baseline mythic difficulties. That means there will be Season 3 tuning in there, but also Season 3 rewards. You can get yourself a head start. Of course, Mythic Plus and the raid will open the following week, but you should have plenty to sink your teeth into on day 1. And oh yeah.
So week 0, you get non-bountiful delves and up to mythic difficulty. That's decent.
We've heard feedback for a long time now about how dungeon checkpointing works, especially in like Mythic Keystones where your timer's ticking down and whatnot. We're going to revisit our philosophy there on how long a run back is and when they unlock, and we actually want to visualize some of this in game through what we're calling waystones. So as you unlock checkpoints, you'll have an icon on your map, and you'll also have these stones that warp in and show you, if I release, this is where I'm coming back. I don't want people asking that question.
That is such a easy quality of life change. Easy W.
That is so exciting because
there's so many times, like, I don't know what the checkpoints are, so there's so many times when it's like, if I release, am I going back to the start of the dungeon, or am I going to release right here at the boss?
I can't remember for the life of me every checkpoint in a dungeon, so thank you guys. And what about class sets?
Yeah, there's new set bonuses to talk about as well. And
okay, Paladin over here looks like a Stormwind Guard. Trash. Possibly Monk. Trash. Rogue. Amazing. Mage. Awful. Druid and or mage Druid and or well, no, probably just Druid. Kind of love that. Love the, I don't know, it kind of looks like giant oven mitts. This is probably gonna be Warrior. Absolutely awful. I can't with these spikes on the shoulders like every other patch, man. Can we get anything good? God, this looks terrible, dude. Warrior sets might be the worst in the game. Honestly, some of the worst sets for Warriors. This is, oh no, this is Druid. What is this then? Demon Hunter? Maybe it's a Demon Hunter. Druid, Warlock looks hilariously awful, and that is Shaman.
For Omega, we're trying something different with the set bonuses. Up until now, they've been
whoa, no, the Warlock looks better now. Has like a little void in the middle. I kind of like that. I don't mind that at all.
Your spec or your class. With this update, we're actually going to target your hero talents. So in my case, I play an Arms Warrior, I play Colossus. I'll have bonuses targeting Demolish, but I'll still have spec hooks if I'm like a Prot Warrior versus an Arms Warrior to make sure.
Demolish damage increased by 20 and crit damage of your abilities increased by up to 20 on targets affected by your Demolish for 10 seconds based on whatever. Demolish increases the crit chance of your next 2 mortal strikes by 100. One sec. All right.
That they're still competitive. We got you on the spec level, but we're targeting hero talents.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, and players can look forward to a lot of class updates as well. You know, a lot of talent updates for specs such as Brewmaster Monks and Unholy Death Knights. Now, along with Season 3's PvE content, there's also a new PvP season. There are several PvP talents that are being updated as well. And for those of us who like outdoor world PvP, there is an entire island called Vanquisher's Wake.
I'll be avoiding that.
And I'll be there.
Yeah.
Dude, the achievements here are going to suck, I already know.
Before we wrap up, what are you both most excited for in this update?
For me, I'd have to say it's Dimensius. That's going to be a cosmic level encounter. There's planets blowing up. It's awesome. Huge laser beams, you name it. Additionally, I think we have a really awesome dungeon pool this season. I'm excited for players to check out Tazavesh hard mode.
I am also really excited about Dimensius, you know, like such a glow up from the blueberry that he was before.
Baby blueberry.
But the thing that I'm most excited about, we're in the War Within, and the War Within is part of the World Soul Saga, a trilogy of expansions that, you know, like interweave their story all throughout. And so the campaign and the story within Ghosts of Koresh will matter so much more to the next expansion than it has ever done before. I'm really looking forward to seeing how players go through the campaign and absorb the story.
I'm excited for everything you guys have mentioned. That's Ghosts of Koresh, the void-touched major update coming to the War Within. Thank you, Steph and Drew, for hanging out with me and putting all your hard work into this update. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you in Koresh.
All right. I mean, I definitely don't have a visceral reaction to it like I did with Undermine. I frick with the Void, I frick with Ethereals, so that's pretty sick. Art on that looks awesome. That'll definitely be a thumbnail at some point. Return to Tazavesh, new raid Manaforge Omega, new upgradable artifact Reshi Wraps. I don't know about that. New Delve. This looks, oh man, looks so cool. This looks like that one thing in it's from Legion, from Argus, the planet. I think it's the top right one in Krokun, or what used to be Macri or something like that. Remember when they changed the name of that? That was weird. New system, ecological, sure. New class, new sets, PvP. Okay. War Within Season 3 Mythic plus full rotation. Yep, we know that. New Manaforge Omega Raid contains WoW's biggest boss ever. Yep, that's pretty cool. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just the visuals on this. This has an opportunity to be another goated raid visually. New upgradable artifact cloak coming in 11.2. Do we have any info on that? New artifact may sound similar to BFA's Heart of Azeroth or the cloak. In our interview with Blizzard, we learned that developers are very conscious of the infinite artifact grinds of previous expansions. To avoid overwhelming players, they're looking to implement the upgrades as warbound weekly upgrades from familiar content, complete with catch-up system for incredible flexibility. Much like a lot of our approach with War Within on warbands, we want Reshi Wraps to be warbound as well, so players progressing on one character will be able to share that progress with others. Okay. You will upgrade them week by week. There's a currency that you'll be able to obtain, and that's obtained through a variety of different ways if you're engaging with the game. Mythic Plus raids and delves among them. There will be a catch-up system for players who miss a week. If you're not right there at release on week 1, you'll be able to come back at a later time to catch up to your friends and not worry about missing a week if you're on vacation or you can't play for a few days. Cool. We'll see. I like this. This sounds fine. If I'm just doing weekly quests anyway, I don't mind doing that, especially if it's something I'm already doing. So that's fine. It'd be kind of cool though if they made it like, I was gonna say if they made it like flexible or they made it like rotate where every week it's something like this week you have to go do a raid. This week you have to do Mythic Plus. This week or dungeons. This week you have to do quests. But at the same time, it's like, well, some people just don't like that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be forced into content. So I think kind of like the World Soul weekly quests where you pick like, do you want to do Undermine or do you want to do Awakening the Machine or do you want to do whatever else? I feel like that would be a good approach. Give us some options and just go with whatever. Be cool. New dungeon revealed. I went through that. New improves. Yep, we talked about that in the video. Nexus Princess Kai Veza. Yo, old man, what's up, Zerk? How are you? This is... They talked about... I'm really hoping this doesn't suck. From the video, just from that like 5 seconds, it seems good, but we'll see. Mythic Plus Leavers finally penalized with a new deserter system coming in Season 3. I'm excited to read this. Excuse me. Mythic Plus Leavers are some of the most frustrating. Yep. In recent interview with Blizzard, WoW had talked with Drew D'Souza, who revealed they will be adding a whatever. So in order to leave a Mythic Plus dungeon without a penalty, players must initiate a vote and the group must agree. Okay. If a player leaves without a successful vote too frequently, they'll be marked as someone who leaves often in group. Ooh, they will be marked as someone who leaves often in Group Finder. Marked players can lose the mark by successfully completing the dungeons and using the vote system properly. Lose the mark by completing how many times? Got underpinned. Nice, congrats. How hard was that? How many attempts did that go? Did that take? At the end, had to dance around lasers. That sounds about right. At a certain point, just like I'm just gonna deal with it and hopefully not die. So marked players can lose the mark by successfully cleaning a dungeon. So how many? I'm curious if they'll ever tell us. I don't have all the details. We'll be sharing as we go live, but we're introducing a Keystone Deserter system. So the rough summary, and again, there will be details coming up as we progress, is you will need to put up an abandoned vote essentially on dungeons if things aren't going well. And if the group agrees, you disband. There's no harm, no foul to your rating or anything like that. Okay. If you are leaving keys too often in the first iteration, we're not going to penalize you on an account level. You'll be marked as someone who leaves often. So in Group Finder, you're going to see this player quits. That said, if you're on good behavior and you're finishing keystones or using the abandoned system appropriately, you'll lose that mark as well. Wait. If you are leaving keys too often in this first iteration, we're not going to penalize you on an account level. You'll just be marked as someone who leaves often. That said, if you're on good behavior and you're finishing keystones or using the abandoned system appropriately, you'll lose that mark as well. So does that mean you'll get it still if you're like voting? We want to build a interesting. This Zug DPS race and waiting with CD on shield took me 3 times. Jesus Christ. What do you play again? Damn, dude, that's crazy. 3 attempts. Gee, I think 3 attempts I want to break my freaking keyboard. Many players will be excited that Blizzard is looking to address some of the issues. That said, it's hard to say how this will affect the community without seeing it in action. Many players have had concerns in the past that this could lead to some malicious players who hold a key hostage. However, it's unlikely that any system is perfect, and for every key where there is a system, where system is used maliciously, multiple other keys go to completion because players don't want to be flagged as leavers. Yep. Having constant leavers be socially excluded from groups using a public mark almost seems like more of a turn than suspending an account. I definitely agree. I think people seeing that you're a deserter, like that will make them not want to queue. It's like, well, why would I? And Blizzard doesn't do anything. I think it's great. It's going to be interesting to implement, and I wonder how many times before you get that mark, or how many attempts to like clear it. And do you have to go through the Group Finder, or can you clear it? Like, can you get that mark and then queue with your guild or your friends, and then you lose it, or does it have to be through Group Finder? Interesting. Reminiscent of Dota's low priority queue, where instead of instantly suspending players who frequently leave, they get sent to a special queue to play with other low priority players. I think it's unlikely that players who are publicly marked will get into a group, especially as a DPS, as that mark likely increases the chance of the key being bricked, forcing marked players to play with each other to remove the mark. I also wonder how this would work with, like, let's just say I'm in a group and someone else leaves. I mean, I would hope they account for this, but someone else leaves and then the group's done, so I just leave, but do I also get marked as a leaver because I left early? Yeah, see, the good question right here. Same question, do disconnects count as leaving? Yeah, that's going to be a rough one too. What are the thresholds for someone being marked as a leaver? It's unlikely we'll ever say the exact number. Yep. Will players be able to abuse recovering from a mark by queuing and abandoning any dungeon instantly? Huh? Will players be able to abuse recovering from a mark? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I mean. You don't get it if you vote. Okay, good. If everyone votes to leave early, nobody gets it. But if someone leaves before vote, then you get flagged. They should just ban from using Group Finder for a whole season, account wide, after 3 leaves. I think after a certain point, I'd be okay with that. Like if you get marked as a leaver and you're just still leaving, yeah, why not? Cool. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. Tazvesh hard mode returns. Yep. Like I said, I only have done this after it was relevant, so I wasn't really a fan of it then, but we'll see how that looks. Unlock hidden features and rewards. Yep, saw that. Blizzard talks them to dungeon design and exclusive Wowhead interview. I'm not going to go through all this. I just want to see what questions they ask and read the ones that are interesting to me. Launch week will have Season 3 scaling awards for non-bountiful delves and M0s. Does this mean that Season 3 champion gear is available before the raid? We know that. How will players actually upgrade? We saw that. Threat has been pretty... I think they're increasing that. Coming to Season 2, it seems that dungeons were kind of disarmed, and players seem to have a lot more fun this season. So how do you feel like Season 2 went, and what lessons will be carrying forward into Season 3? Some philosophical stuff we did. We took a look at how often things are casting, how long cast bars are, whether they're interruptible or not, trying to have less bait interrupts. If a creature has a cast bar to put up a dot, we want you to spell it, just put up the dot. Let's not add that quiz here. I think another philosophical shift here in that spirit of let's just play less cast bars on screen was a tank buster chain. Dude, I don't know if I'm illiterate or not. I think that was really healthy. Okay, sure, they did stuff. How do you feel the change has to stops has gone? One of the other philosophical changes was resilient keys. How do you view players who need on every item in LFG just to sell them for gold, or are there plans to address this? We're aware this is a problem. There's been a lot of feedback. It's definitely something we've seen as well while playing the game. They play the game? Wow. We understand that anytime a player is in a difficulty, they go into that difficulty under a certain social contract, and players who are in LFR together or group finder modes often don't come into those modes with a lot of social contracts. So it can be frustrating to see an item drop that you really want and another player make off with it or sell it to the highest bidder. We don't have any plans to announce right now, but it's something that we're actively taking a look at and we'd like to address in the future. I don't know how they would do that, but good on them for looking into it. If you get DC, you should still get marked because it's not Blizzard's fault. If your hardware fails or you forgot to pay RSP. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if they can code it to where it's like I don't know, because you can abuse it, right? So I don't know, like making it so that a disconnect, let's just say you leave, that counts as 1, but if you disconnect, that counts as half. So it takes 2 disconnects to get 1 you left like thing on your account. I don't know, just because like I said, because then people would just go like they're in a bad key, just go disconnect the Ethernet cable from their computer and that's it. So I don't know. Are there any changes to address the frustrations of joining LFG groups and dealing with levers in Season 3? But Russian introducing Keystone Deserter system, did that, revisiting, okay. And then, any new news since then? Future of raid and counter design, oh boy. All right. Looking back, okay, how do you view Mythic Galaxy's overall difficulty in hindsight? The race to world first found it kind of disappointing from a throughput perspective, but from a mechanical perspective, a lot of the guilds getting there now. The feedback was largely positive as a... Who is this? Oh, lead and counter designers Drew and Taylor. Okay. So the race to world first, I think aside, there are generally really dedicated folks. And it's a small group of our players. I think feedback has been largely positive on the difficulty, as you say, with Gallywix. Mechanically, I think it's a great fight. It's visually spectacular. Let me turn on the WoW music here really quick. I think from a narrative perspective as well, it's great fitting in for one of WoW's most iconic and persistent villains across its history. From a difficulty perspective, I think where it's landed for the general community is reasonable. I think where we may have done things differently in hindsight is its difficulty relative to the boss preceding it. Muggsy was very difficult and was fairly unprecedented in modern WoW that the penultimate boss and the final boss were so close together in their difficulty. So we would have liked a little bit of a bigger gap between those two encounters, but with Mythic Galley, I think ultimately that was a great fight for the vast majority of players getting there during Mythic Progression outside of maybe the tippy top echelon of our rated community. I think that tracks with what I've seen, so online anyway. I obviously haven't done it myself, but seems to track. We saw Mythic Galley had a complete different design compared to the heroic encounter, and it was almost zero. What was the goal there? So anytime we go into designing the mythic version of an end boss, we always bounce around the idea of what can we offer our highest echelon of rating players, something that is new from the lower typical versions of the encounter. We want that to be both a challenge. These are players who have devoted a huge amount of time and resources to get to the end game of this game mode, but also as a reward. You're there to see something new that a lot of other players don't get the chance to see through your skill and dedication to the game, so it's a great opportunity to be able to offer players something that's kind of new and jaw-dropping right when they get to that threshold of the mythic end boss, I think, for the first time. The reorganization of the phases of Galliwix getting into his mech early in the mythic version of the encounter is a way where we can use some of those existing elements of the encounter and rearrange the puzzle, so to speak, so that players have to immediately recognize new strategies or a new approach of the encounter to the encounters. So anywhere where we can use existing elements and aspects of the encounter and just immediately flip things on its head, require players to come in, tackle things from a new perspective, is always an opportunity to jump at for mythic and bosses. And bosses, I think, what I have to say. People like to Alt F4 and counts as DC, they should get permanent marked for it. Yeah, that I think for sure, but I'm talking like a legitimate DC. If there's a way to differentiate that on their end. I got 2 mounts from new time walking vendor already. Nice. Which ones? Time walking mount is bugged and you may get it early. Yeah, I saw that. I'm pretty sure the Blizzard just get rid of that. If they don't, I mean, I guess I'm not in a hurry, but heck. That mount is sick though. I do want that, the pirate dragon. One of the things that we had between their bosses and Undermine was encounters that randomly assigned things such as sticks, sprocket, versus encounters that were pre-assigned like Galliwix. What did you learn about having these different types of mechanics? Don't care. Dungeon complexity difficulty decreased last season, which led to a lot of players seemingly having more fun. I think I just read that. It seems that some mechanics don't give players enough time. Like for sprocket mines, you had to space them almost perfectly apart before the mechanic came in and blew you up. And similar with Mugsy gels or sticks. You know, mythic, but Mugsy gels seem fine to me. Or stick scrap masters before the nerf. Players have shown that if you give them enough time, they will solve it naturally, such as Galliwix bombs. So what is your goal with a raid fight difficulty in 11.2, but before the add-on changes take effect? You want to give players more time there. We often call this concept affordance. So when a mechanic goes out, we want to make sure that players have not only the right amount of time, but the right amount of visual and audio feedback in order to respond to a mechanic. There are probably a couple of places in 11.1 where we could have given more affordance for players to respond to, because as you mentioned in your question, where players don't feel they have the apt ability to respond to that in the right affordance for a mechanic, they'll often go towards solutions like writing recores or using add-ons for that type of response. So it's something that's very top of mind for us, especially coming off the back of a couple of very twitchy fights in Undermine. So we're examining all those areas and Ghosts of Karesh are in making sure that for Mana Forge, which is the raid that will be coming out, we pay very close attention to the areas of affordance that we need to pull back on. Okay. I know you guys have been responding to feedback well with Brew Twister and Erebar. That was a private aura at the start, and we were like, oh god, and you guys fixed that, so that was awesome. We haven't really explored communication or information asymmetry mechanics that are relatively prevalent in other counters, such as Mechatorque colors. Don't care about that. Looking ahead to Mana Forge, do you feel like the future of raiding relies more on throughput checks like One Armed Bandit or mechanical checks like Galliwix? The short answer is both. Are there any plans to change the way Mythic raid lockouts work? No plans to announce this time. What is the thing you are most excited for in that? They talked about it in the video. Okay, that's a lot of WoW news, so let's play the game. Overall, I think so far I like 11.2. Looking forward to that. And should be good. Hopefully, Void stuff is awesome, and yeah. Raid looks cool. Overall, decent. Okay, let's see. Raptor and Tiger. Oh, are those the new BFA mats? Are they good? Are they nice? And there's no way to know, like, if people can unplug their PC wire or disable Wi-Fi. Damn. Well, I don't know. There might be a way that they can tell whether it was the game closed or if it was an internet connection. I mean, there has to be. They're two completely different ways to disconnect from the game. Okay. I mean, nothing in my vault really. What do I want to do here? What do we got for... Nothing. Yeah, this I'm definitely not doing because that world quest sucks. Let's go do this lore walking stuff. I don't know what that's all about. Any other? Lore walking show.
Every good story needs a hero.
Okay. Lore walking. What stories can you tell me? Dalatath. Rewards? Oh, a toy? Oh, all toys. You get story of some characters and some toys. All right. I'll do this one.
Are the ethereals, enshrouded in mystery. We first encountered them in Outland, but that was not where they all
I love them so much.
Their own world, Karesh, was destroyed long ago by a monstrous creature of the void. Left to their own devices, the ethereals traveled to cosmos in search of trade, knowledge, and vengeance for their beloved home.
Okay.
How does today find you? Now listen closely to my tale.
I will listen closely to your tale. Today it's just regular old water. I was saying earlier that I'm not feeling the greatest today, so I don't have the energy to get the disenchanted water. What is this? More walking? Okay. The Ethereum. Kill 5 winners. Alright. Lore, ask a storyteller a question such as where to go next, or for more information about the story.
The Protectorate suspected treachery, but more investigation was necessary.
Okay, so we're in Netherstorm? Cool. Oh, let's go kill some stuff. Oh man, this I love. This is my favorite zones, honestly. Like I was saying earlier, I was in Netherstorm doing some farming for mining and herbalism over the weekend for BC. This zone is just so beautiful. I mean, all of what's it called is? All of Outland is. I just love this zone. It's so cool, man. I love how they still drop BC era stuff. Can I move this? It's kind of in the way. Now that we've cloth and everything. I think all I have left is leatherworking for Burning Crusade, but I need to run some dungeons a few times to get rep so I can buy the last pattern that I need. I ended up spending a whole bunch of gold on it. I think I started at like 1,013,000 gold and I'm down to like 800,000. Because I had some really bad luck with some yellow and green quality things. And I was getting so mad too because I would go buy a bunch of stuff. Not enough. Go buy more. Not enough. Go buy more. Not enough. Oh my god, I was getting so mad. It got to the point where I was just buying like way more than I needed because like, I don't want to keep coming in the auction house. I can't get there in time. But that's done. Yeah, that's done, or almost done, and then I can move into into Wrath, which hopefully doesn't have any recipes I need to get from Rep because that would suck. What mount is this? Oh, this is the new one. Recover the Ethereum data cell and return it to Commander Amir. Right there, I got you. You can walk 5 feet? Really? You can walk 5 feet? Think you do, but you don't? There's a WoW Professor site that shows you what you need to max out. Yeah, so I haven't used it. I forget what it was called, but it has all the guides there. So that's what I was using to level. But some of that stuff is just an estimate, 'cause it's like the last 5 points or whatever will be green. So I think there was one that I think I needed like one more point to get to max level, and it was green, and it was like I think I did it like 24, 25 times before I finally got the level. I was so annoyed. I'll loot this. I have to put this together. It might be. Might also give you reverse brain damage. Okay. Aid the profession. Oh, I gotta sneeze on a couple of these Yeah. Nice. I think I just one-shot them. That's kind of nice. Were those shown before? I feel like I wasn't seeing them before. Maybe I drank that and I could see them now. Right. Escort whatever to whatever and protect him while he sabotages the pipeline. Okay, buddy, you got it.
But true. The Ethereum was attempting to embrace the very same void that had destroyed the ethereal homeworld so long ago.
Oh, I gotta follow you.
Their efforts had to be stopped.
Which one's my guy? I'm probably not this guy, huh? What is that? Is that black my screen or what is that? Okay, I think it's just a zone. Well, it's not. The fuck? What is that? You've really done it. This brain damage. Okay, I think that's the debuff. Hopefully. God, this is so freaking cool, man. I don't think I ever saw this part. This is... Well, I gotta grab... This is definitely a screenshot somewhere. A thumbnail or something. Okay. What do you want me to do, guy? Okay. Can I take this off? That's not it. What is happening? Use the whatever to just bring down force fields and destroy Nexus King. Got it, buddy. Help you out here. Places at one of the... There we go. Sure. Where do I get the Warden's key from? Oh, Nexus, whatever, King Slade, probably. Why not? Put it on here. No valid targets. Why? Am I on dope? Did I miss? What did I miss? Okay, I thought I'd put that there, but I guess not. Oh, we're all just sitting on this Nexus King, huh? That's good. That's great for us. I hope he spawns like just randomly and not from me doing this stuff. I don't know if I can. I mean, this guy's doing it, so just be sure. Maybe I'll wait to see him. What happens with him? Yeah, okay. There was something like that. Make this brighter. Maybe, nah, that's fine. Oh. That's what we gotta do. We gotta close this with that thing. I believe in you. More not. What? Okay. Let me guess WoW had this, I guess. There he is, okay. Wait, so this is a quest from BC? Maybe is this like a redone? There's 2. Oh my god, there's 3. Okay, so this isn't part of the thing. Interesting. Okay. Talk to Laura and she'll learn about whoever. Tell me about this dude. Is it? Okay, I need to. What is causing this blinking effect? Maybe it's done now. Okay, so it's just that area. That's annoying as heck. Or fragments of something. Please, please, please! What am I? Hello. Oh, that's happening here too. What? What is that? I don't know, but it's killing me. Off me with your love. That's how I was saying. Killing me softly with your love. What guy? Guy. Not a guy. Why is he up there? That's a guy. I need to do you too. I thought I just needed one more. But I guess not. I didn't even loot that? Come on. I can't even loot that, rather? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know if you hit him or not. But I didn't mean to just one-shot him like that. I thought you were going to have time. Speak with Captain Saeed, follow his army to Manforge Ultras, and kill Dementius the All-Devouring.
Use the fragments of Dementius to disable a conduit.
Let's go, dude.
That gave Dementius
Oh, let's go kill him.
and physical immunity.
Excuse me.
Only then could they launch a final assault.
God, this reminds me of the Nexus dudes from StarCraft. Can I do anything with you, or oh, there we go. Also, last week when I got to 46,000 achievement points, or I guess this many, 0.3, which I can't believe I'm almost at 400. That's crazy. I'm like 1,012th, I think, in North America, and 69th on Area 52. Nice. So with a little bit more work, I think I can get to the top 1,000. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay in there, but cracking the top 1,000 will be nice. Oh, I thought there was 2 people. It's not. I saw 2 things on the map. Oh, I'm sorry, Birdie. It's been a long ass day.
It was done. The Mencius was defeated. Though some questioned whether he was
Okay.
truly gone.
Follow Cho's guidance to learn more about the Ethereals. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want this.
But one ethereal learned to wield it for more altruistic purposes. At least he would
Oh, here we
have
are.
us believe.
In. Ah, God, it looks so sick.
Locust Walker on
I wish they'd be done with Delves and Bran. I hate Bran.
united with his former
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't introduced a new NPC. People seem to hate him a lot. I feel like, I don't know. Delves are okay, I guess. The high level ones suck, but you can't fly here. God damn it. The high level ones suck. Low level, it's kind of like whatever, just something to do. I could see them. I could see both them continuing them in the next expansion, or just altering them, or just straight up removing them.
Such impatience.
Enter the void.
I believe you will find the answers you seek on the other side.
I feel like I don't know how many people are actually participating in Delves. You know, I say how weak he is. Were you there when I was looking at the video when they were talking about the new Nemesis in the next patch? And in the preview video, Bran is dead. Like, God, you couldn't even, like, he sucks so bad. Not even in your preview video could he stay alive. This dude's annoying. He does absolutely no damage. He pulls everything. I haven't played as a tank yet in Delves, and I haven't healed him yet, but I hear that healing specifically is a rough one, you know? If you play DPS, healing is trash. I mean, his healing is okay, I guess. The healing pots are okay. Just they're annoying when they spawn in the middle of something, or when you really need them to spawn, they don't. If you play tank, healing is trash. If you play healer, DPS is trash. As a healer, I don't think you would want to play him as DPS, would you? I heard his tanking is brutal though. He just constantly keeps moving, stands in the worst stuff, and just pulls everything. I played healer with him and was doing tank job and TPS job. That sounds like what I've heard. I still need to do that. I still need to go in and try tanking and healing. Delves. Am I gonna get teleported out of here?
I sense a little disappointment.
What?
Was I really your
I was thinking maybe I'll do that this week, but I kind of really don't want to, you know? Can I just go, or? I think I have to go back in the void, don't I? Yeah. Just so I can get like a taste of what it's like, just so when I'm talking about it at the end of expansion, when I make my video talking about it, I can say whether or not it was good. But what I hear, at least for the achievement, what I hear is that you can just do the whole thing as DPS, and then for the last boss, go tank. Or I guess for your paladin, go heals. And then, because it just counts for the end of the delve. So worst case on my warrior, I'll do that. I'll run him as DPS and then do a tier 11. What is happening? Why is this so annoying? How do you want me to go over there? I can't go over there. Why does this guy have so much health too? Pop all my cooldowns because goddamn. Let me do this again. Please don't put me in combat, thank you. Am I missing something on the map, maybe? Walking through the void, less visible to void ethereals and their minions. All summons have been dismissed. Wait, so do I just want to avoid everything altogether, maybe? Is that good or bad? Probably is bad, right? Hmm.
What was that?
That was nothing. I'll wait for this guy to pat. Yes and no, he is still trash any spec you play. Looking forward to that. There we go. Brandon and Magni are two WoW dwarves that I wish we could kill lore with our own hands as players get tired of their PS. Oh, Magni, I forgot all about him. Champion! Azeroth wins! We need your credit card to healer. Every time.
One promising soul on this rock.
I have not turned away from that path.
God, imagine if they took out Bran and just made it Magni instead in Delves. Or give you the option between the two. It's like, which evil do you want to go with? Freaking every pull you do, champion! There's a treasure over here. Champion!
What I started, Locust Walker.
There is a boss over here.
With your attachments.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Meet Illyria, the dumb idiot.
It is a good day for a hunt.
Is it? Is that a good day for a hunt?
Do what we must for those we love. Aim true.
Yeah, I give it 5 voids. Slay 15. This quest line's a lot longer than I thought it would. I don't know why I thought it was going to be short. Considering it's like a big feature, quote unquote, of the patch. But I was not expecting to be here. I thought it was going to be like a quick, like 5-minute thing. Here's some quick lore, kill a boss, bada boom.
Without the
But here we are.
there is no shadow, teacher.
Sorry with the odds. I don't know. They're killing me right now. Long day, like I said. Is it even worth skinning this? Imagine it's just going to be BFA or Legion stuff. Well, I guess I think I do actually need those because I'm still need a rank 3 for an achievement. Yeah, pretty sure it's the fiendish leather I'm actually looking for, so let's go ahead and skin that. Call me racist, but I hate dwarves and those with a passion. I mean, why do you hate those? Outside of Magni and Bran, I love dwarves. Especially Dark Iron. And gnomes are chill.
The shadow god would prove far gone. They had let the call of the void consume them, bent iron. And this was all the evidence Valerian needed.
I mean, I hate the entirety of the Horde, so. Well, maybe not the entirety. Void Elves are decent. Wait, Void Elves or Nightborn? I think it's Nightborn. Nightborn are decent, Blood Elves are decent, but they all just resemble Alliance, that's why. Undead is cool, I guess. Orcs are tolerable. And that's it. I'm looking for the Undermine thing. Oh well. Look at all these. They all gave you some sort of PCTSD with lore talk. Fair. Alright, I mean, that's fair. Ah, they pulled. Son of a gun. Void Elves are High Elves, Blood Elves. They're Alliance though, right? I always get the Alliance and Horde ones confused. This guy in general is like, was anyone else having screen flickering in Netherstorm? How good it wasn't just me.
It is all about perspective. I return
Alright, hand this in, and what do we got next? Defeat Nalathoth to collect his heart. Oh no.
Well, Windrunner, what say you?
Who do I have to talk to here?
Show me the path.
Into the void. Ah, okay.
To walk it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Right this way. Yes, this vessel. Prepare yourself.
Flickering space of graphic stuff haven't been updated since Legion, where your GPU drivers were. I feel like it's the other way around, where the drivers can't handle stuff that was coded for 2007. Have you tried turning off and on your eyes? That's funny. If I was ever going to reload my word to Horde, I'm going Tauren. I mean, they've kind of grown on me. They're not terrible. That's just hard. Don't want to leave without that. I just don't like how big they are. You know, every door you go into is just, especially on a mount, you're never getting into any door. That just drives me crazy. That's why I historically like smaller mounts. I know I'm using the bigger one for my flying one now, but
The Ethereals share many of their unique traits with another group we have encountered.
I definitely think like my favorite, it's weird, it's kind of basic, but humans are probably like one of my favorites. Night elves are definitely my favorite. Blood elves I like. Like I said, Nightborn's acceptable. Undead's cool. Gnomes and dwarves I love. Dark Iron Dwarf is sick. Draenei are so cool. Who else is there? Or Volpera, those furry. Oh my god, Volpera are so cute. That's actually probably like the best horde. Ew, Orbos. Volpera are probably like the best horde race. They're so freaking adorable. I love them so much.
There, they offer trade, bargains, and opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always just had a thing for Draenei. Ever since I saw the Burning Crusade box art. They're so cool. It's hard for me not to make my entire count just Draenei because I love them. Actually, that probably is my favorite class. I love them so much. So where do you want me to go? Thank you. Still in Orbos. As long as I don't have to go anywhere else. Goodness me. Why is my guy stuck? No hands. Press anything. Hello? Yeah, I think I only have 2 Volpera on my account. That was probably a very loud pop, sorry. I think it's my rogue, who is a super dapper gentleman. And then I've got no, actually I think that might be it. Oh, I only have 1 Volpera? Damn. Well, maybe when Legion comes out, I'll have another one. Depending on what I want to make. I mean, at that point, just YOLO.
We have little to gain from lesser cartels. Whatever cartel Alan
Legion content has been touched since Legion, and so it's WoW content that's out of date with their old potato code when drivers are ahead. Oh, well, if they're doing Legion remakes, they'll probably fix it up then. Take that back, Volpera. Cute as hell. What are you talking about? Well, I pressed on your faction icon near the map wherein you are or within content zone. Do they update? What? Press on your faction icon near map when you're in a or within content zone. Do they update UI for it? I'll do that after, but what UI? You're talking about like not this, but whatever would be here.
May I tempt you with my wares?
It seemed as though the different broker cartels were just as varied as the Ethereals, as was each cartel
Shooting something away. All right, sure.
for doing business.
There's a guy in the. I guess I'll go here first, and then leap back. Oh no, I guess I'll leap to him. He's closer. You see Necrolord icon on your minimap? Yep, following so far.
You have been seen with Aldaline.
Like that?
Of caution.
Oh, my game broke. Nice.
Your friends carefully.
You talking about this, or do you want me to be in a or within zone when I do this? Because this is still unchanged. Doodaloo doo. there? My god. Cartel, so shipping manifest. Nope, not you. Huh? Okay, oh, it's from you, maybe?
There is a price for my... You there! That is the property of cartel sword!
Oh, that works out. Cool. Yeah, this, but in War Within Zone. Okay. Yeah, whenever I'm done this quest line, if you remind me if I forget, but I'll do that. That's a jet notice. So there's 3 of these in total. And like 1 a week. Or can you do all of them at the same time? Probably won't do all of them at the same time if you can.
I am a professional.
Speak with Tenla. The market. Oh, okay, cool, thank you. Oh, no, never mind. I lied. Stuck? Nope.
Someone at the night market will aid our journey.
Skalor Walker. No shot right now. Well, thankfully that exists, because I would have been so annoyed if I did like figure that out. Revendreth, hip hip hooray! It's an add-on called Plumber that changes UI, or it makes it nicer. I still want to see what it looks like now, because I don't know what that does. Above, take the portal to the night market and speak with.
Your help is most appreciated. I am quite overwhelmed at the moment, as you can see. Everything is negotiable.
Portal to whatever taken. Oh, just walk through it. Okay. Lets you track weekly stuff and daily stuff. Your vault and other stuff. I've got Google for that. Google Docs.
Information was not so easily procured.
Oh, that's right
Thus
here.
began a journey to yet another realm of the dead. This time,
Man, this thing's got me going all across Azeroth. Holy.
home of the
I guess it's not Azeroth in the Shadowlands. Well, is it still Azeroth? Is Azeroth considered is Azeroth considered sorry, are the Shadowlands considered Azeroth?
It seems we may have to use force. I am excited to see.
Let's see. Are the Shadowlands in Azeroth? No, the Shadowlands are not in Azeroth. They are a separate realm of existence, the afterlife that exists outside of the physical world of Azeroth. While connected to Azeroth through places like Icecrown and the Vale, the Shadowlands are a distinct dimension, the realm of death where the souls... Okay. Gotcha. So it's not like heaven on earth. It's a literal separate section. Cool. Was I supposed to go on that? Pull lever?
It can fly? That is not what I said. I acquired some blueprints from one of the smugglers. Let me see.
Give the head open.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? A sharp strike to the head always
Oh,
works.
there you go. Can we get this? That's kind of cool. But it's not already?
There are no operating instructions. Pull on one of the levers.
Is it this one? Yeah. Chew. I like this. That's not cool. The Kyrian mounts are really cool. I might do that one as my next. Actually, no, I think I'll do. What's it called? Kyrian last. I just like the finish.
Buttons! Quickly, the buttons!
finish Necrolord stuff. I haven't gone into Maldraxxus for a long time. Like a month and a half or two. God, I remember when I came in to Bastion for the first time, I was so amazed. I have like probably 100 screenshots my first like 20 minutes playing. It was so beautiful. I mean, it still is. But yeah, that initial time I got in there, I was like, holy smokes. This is incredible. Oh, what day is it? Oh, 3 more days until summer starts. And then I can get my World Safari achievement finally. Holy. Been tracking, you can't see it, but the Kalimdor Safari, been tracking that since like March. Okay, let's go hand this in. Ride the barge to Tazavesh. Okay.
A barge capable of traversing the in-between. It is technology such as this that reminds me of the
I mean, for as awful as Shadowlands was, I mean, the art was fantastic. I ain't gonna lie. What are you missing? For what? Oh, for Necrolord? A lot still. Well, it's not a lot, but a lot. What was it for Rick? It was probably Dilettante, things to do. Yeah, so I just need wardrobe makeover, so I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18 more of these, which I think a majority of them I just buy, so. But I do want, there's another one after this to collect all of them, so I want to get that done, and then whatever this is, I want to get this done as well. Actually further along than I thought, wow. Oh, World Safari, I literally just need one more pet. If I could... Oh. Kalimdor Safari. This is the only pet I'm missing. Karaji Guardling, and then once I get this pet, which it only spawns in the summer, which starts in 3 days, that will be done. I will have this and this completified.
was a most curious soul, but he offered a way into the city and a deeper look at the inner work.
Spent some time a few months ago going through that, getting all those pets, getting all those pet achievements. Got this pet tab looking, where it is. Nice, look at that. 27 more. I mean, I'll have 2 more, so 25 more. Most of them being a PvP achievement, so I will take that. What is going up? Yeah, okay. Bounce for I did, so can we chill or attempt to enter? Oh, who are you talking about? Sorry. What event is this? Oh, this is from Oshara Plains or whatever. And I got PvP achievements. Damn. That's not bad. I think that's where the majority of my stuff is gonna be. I'm just gonna have to collect, I think, 200 or 400 more. What? Yeah, 400 more pets, I think, for the 1600 and 1800 collection achievements. I think I need to do like 1500 more pet battles for the 5000 one, and then I think it's just PvP. I think. So, not bad. Establish a connection to the core. Ew, why are we here?
We have need of open space, but not too exposed to prying eyes.
I hate her voice so much. Alright, while we're waiting, let's see. Pet battles, nothing in that. Collect, I just need, yeah, those. Oh, this one. This is for 1800, I guess. Then battle, oh, only 300 more, less, or a little over 200. Not bad. Then PvP. That's all PvP. Yeah, that's all PvP. And nothing low. Yeah, so pretty much that. Not bad. You can farm out battle pack. Yeah, that's what I do. Whenever Squirt comes, I try to get it. I haven't done Squirt Day in a while, but that's what I'm going for. And then I think I'm also, am I close? I don't think I am actually. Dranos or Garrison. Like 700 more for the 2000 pets. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not. That'll come quick. I'm not too concerned with that. What am I looking for? Oh, this. Plus, on top of that, I try to do all the pet battle world quests that come out every day. Both sets, so at the very least, I'm doing like 4 pet battles per day. Where do you want me to go with this? Anima flow, teleporter used? Like anywhere, or? That was the way, right? Okay. Hopefully that was right. Hopefully that was right. There's my daily spill of water. Don't know how I'm a grown adult. I spill water every single day, but here we are. Oh, good. It was the right one. Nice. Good for me. You're the right idea, buddy. Test the transportation device. In her bags?
And although it was unlikely she would call anyone friend, those that did her
There it is, right there.
favors were
Oh,
the
hello.
ones most favored in turn.
I'm assuming I go on that next. Oh, no, I guess not. Yeah, I figure those PvP pet battle stuffs I'm never gonna get. So I'm okay with that. That's with that transfer. There we go. All right, grab bag. Thank him for his insights.
Tread lightly.
Gee willikers, that took forever.
Every good story needs a hero. Oh? Who is this?
Deliver to whatever.
I do not recommend you keep her waiting.
What is this? Oh, this is just this. So what does this show you? On yours, when you have that on? There's nobody in my guild. Not a single soul, I'm pretty sure, that does pet battles. That's funny. Plus, win trading is also very illegal, so I would never win trade. Me? Break the rules? No. No. I would never do that. I think one time I actually queued up for PvP pet battles, and it was like, I didn't even think there was an average queue time. And then I was just like doing questing of some sort, and then about an hour and a half later, I was like, wait, I'm still in queue.
As I suspected.
Like, Jesus, how long? Like, if you're doing this naturally, like, how long are you waiting? All right, while this conversation happens, I'm gonna use the washroom. Be right back.
Such fangs, Locust Walker. You wound me. Yet unfortunate as it may be, it seems we must work together one last time. Come, we have much to discuss. As for you, my capable courier, return to your storyteller with my thanks.
I almost failed sitting. Return to Lore Walker. Okay. And how do you suggest I do that? Maishu, if you're still here, what race is where you're currently? Wind trading only applies for PvP, not pet battles. It's PvP though. The PvP pet battle. Human? Attaboy. Nice. Like I said, that's one of the... At first, when I first started playing WoW, I thought, why would anyone roll a human? Like, it's so boring. You are a human. And then, I don't know. The more I saw humans, I was like, you guys, I mean, the build always looks good. Transmogs always look fantastic on you. Like, the customization looks great. The dance is awesome. Humans are where it's at, so... I started making more and more humans, and suddenly they were like one of my most popular races. You don't get anything from PvP battles? You get achievements, though. The rules is the rules, my guy. Trust me, I made a whole video about it. Coming out Friday. You should check that out. Wind trading is not allowed. Sure. Oh, was achievement for this? Oh, why is it a feat of strength? Okay, first of all, why is this one a feat of strength and these two are that? Also, you know what absolutely drives me nuts? Is wait, they fixed it. Okay, now they're gonna make it look like a liar. Okay, no, they're not. So wait, what? Did they fix? Okay, I guess they didn't. So sometimes when you log in, you get these random achievements. So on Tuesday, yesterday, when I logged in, I got these 3 achievements to do Nighthold, Emerald Nightmare, and Tomb of Sargeras. And I was like, oh, it drives me crazy because like now these achievement dates are wrong. But I guess they didn't change that, so that's nice. But sometimes they do, and it drives me crazy. It's like I didn't get that 10 years after the fact. 5k PvP battle wins are all win traded. Hey, buddy, don't know what to tell you. I don't make the rules. Got those also. Yeah, I think I saw people get those, and Nyalotha, I think one person got, or a couple people got. Okay, so 1 per week. That was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was pretty boring. As someone who doesn't follow lore, like if I was into lore, maybe I would like it better, but that was just a lot of questing, so which I don't like. Okay, do I want to do? Oh, so many options. What was it? Is that? Oh yeah. What's this new thing here? This. Do I have to do this at any specific level? Or can I just do it as a tier 1? I think I got the achieve Wenfo, a full tier, or probably to get a full tier set for Antoro, so I got that back in Legion. Yeah, like I hate it. Like, there's some achievements I'm proud of the date I got it because it's like a very early date, and then it's just like you log in one day, it's like, oh, this random achievement from BFA, you got it today. Okay, sure. Okay, so I can just do this at whatever. I hear this gives more gilded crusts now. Titan machinery has mysteriously reactivated. Additional traps and enemies run amok. Okay, let me just go really quick to... Can I go here, tier 1? What is, Wowhead's supercharged delves? What are they called? I forget. Overcharged delves. Each day, 2 bountiful delves will also feature the overcharged affix. The affix adds new Titan construct enemies in the delve, as well as new electrifying ground hazards that stun players to step in them. These delves will stay overcharged after completion, allowing players to run them multiple times a day. Completing this delve rewards you with a Titan Disc Shard, a currency exclusive to overcharged delves, on top of the standard delve rewards. This currency can be used to unlock delve-specific bonuses in the new console. This system also grants players access to the belts, a powerful belt that can be upgraded and customized to different powers. Overcharged delves can be unlocked through a quick quest chain, beginning with Titanic Rumblings. I didn't do that. Let's go do that. I know I apparently have that, but let's just go. Wait, do I have that? No. Don't. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that's... Actually, I think I have... Yeah, I have Paragon for this. Also, I got Steam Weedle to Exalted. 3 more weeks to get the last 3. And then it's just Paragon City. Hoping that the mounts are not super duper rare and it's a 100% chance in the first one, because I do not want to do that. Renown. Nice. That... where was this? What? Trouble? Well, what? Where? Who is it? Oh, he's in the Delve thing. Oh, wait, he's over here? Wait, what? Oh, what is this quest? Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's the guy I'm looking for. Titan consoles. Seek out one of the whatever he calls in an overcharged Delve. Okay.
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Sure. Let me hand this quest in while I'm here.
We cannot hide from evil.
I understand your frustration.
Oh, there's trouble in the Highlands right there.
Word of your triumphs has already
Travel Arathi Highlands via the portal in Dornogal. There's a portal in Dornogal now?
step into the light. A beacon in
Oh, sick.
We must investigate.
Oh, that's probably not going to be forever. Wait, that's the it's Arathi Highlands. Never mind. That's the, I thought they were saying Hollowfall. Just because there's a guy here in Wowhead? No. Okay, we're good. I'll close that. So let's go do this Delve. Human model for armor are superior, I agree. Humans in Orc, I think, are the testing. I think they are testing the plate set on the most. I can see that. I mean, Horde, Orc plate sets typically work out pretty well. I could see that. For, like, that's the Alliance and the Horde testers. The Mage Tower plate set you can get of the... Sorry, the Mage Tower plate set that you can get the recolor of the tier set looks so good on Human and Orc. Doesn't surprise me. That's a common human W. Okay, so what is this? Let's see. 100? Why has he said you get 1? There's no shot. Suffering damage has a chance to conjure a storm. Your damaging abilities have a chance to cast Titanic Pyroblast, inflicting fire damage to stunning a target. Falling below 25% health grants an absorbing shield equal to 30% of max health for 30 seconds. Can occur once every every 2 minutes. Increases movement speed by 10. Hold on, these are 1, 1, 1. So up to 30% increased movement speed. That's exciting. Suffering damage from the overcharged traps grants 50% damage for 7. Interesting. Suffering damage from overcharged traps reduces damage taken by... Interesting. Increases mastery up to 14. Increases stamina up to 15. Strength by 15. Killing an enemy restores 5% health and grants 10% haste. You get a lot of those, just spam the same over to Delve and you get a lot off of them. I want to do that though. Is there an achievement for this? Nothing new there. War Within. Oh, here we go. Purchase enough... Why are these 0 points? Purchase enough Titan discs to unlock all of the skills in the overcharge that gives you amounts. Complete 4 out of the 6 overcharged. Okay. I assume this one will have a follow-up. Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. Well, not that this achievement, this add-on says for now, but interesting. Okay. Okay. Secure Titan shards and dispatch. You got it, buddy. I did a rerun of the one in Undermine and got 67 shards. Don't know if that is the most. Nice. Well, maybe it won't be that bad then. I definitely don't feel like running delves that much though, so I'll probably just do this casually and unlock those slowly. Just because there is a lot of delving that needs to happen. Oh, this is new. I was like, what? This is something I haven't seen before. That is so bright. Wow. Turn that down. Jesus. All right. Oh, this has this thing that like stuns you, isn't it? I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna go overcharge pylon. Dark fuse, candles, whatever. Yeah, this is the thing that stuns you for a random amount of time. That's really annoying. Titanic, Stone Crystal, Awakened Descendant. So these all drop shards. Okay. Do they all? No, it's just those guys. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where I just got 15 gold from Brand, but appreciate that. I guess I didn't say. Does anyone know if you get more shards for a higher difficulty delve? Because, I mean, if you do, maybe I'll do, like, 4s instead of 1s, you know? Shock strike. I do like the visuals though. I like the way I kind of, I don't know, color, add some color to the delve. At least this one. I don't mind it at all. And then you got the new time walking mount, the Boston Shadowlands Mega Dungeon, Dragon Power. Yeah, I know, I love that. I'm very much so looking forward to getting that. I only do 11. What? Why? You still need gear, or are you just doing them because like you like that? Oh my god, 11s. The second I could stop doing 11s, I did. God, I hate 11s. Nice. Dude, this looks really cool. I like this. Challenge. All right. I mean, fair enough. If you want a challenge, may as well. I just get frustrated with 11s because it's like, I feel like they should be, I feel like I still take so much damage from them. It's like, why? I'm like, what am I, I'm 273 and a half, let's just say. Like I shouldn't be getting roasted by trash bags. Like, yeah, definitely make it hurt. But like, where I need to like pop all my cooldowns, I need to run away, kite, do all that stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like eventually 11s should be easy, but maybe not. Maybe I'm in the minority on that one. I also have so many, well, not so many, I think I have like 20 keys total on other characters. So I really need to go do delves on that, even if it's a level 1, just so I have 20 more towards the achievement to do 500 bountifuls. Well, I guess 1,000 things as well. Do I have 100? No, not yet. My warrior's 675, he's taking a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, like that, it's like, I don't know if maybe like the whole plan is like, since delves are supposed to be solo content, like make it forever challenging, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like I eventually should be able to beat it. That's just me. When trading applies only to arenas and BGs, pip pedals don't count as long as you don't use automated script or third-party to automate it. Do you have a source on that, or what? Also, congrats to the Florida Panthers for their 2nd in a row Stanley Cup last night. I know everyone was dying to hear what I thought of that. I thought the first 2 games especially were fantastic. Games 3 and 4 were pretty good. And then Edmonton just gave up. So, or I mean that, or Florida just did so good at shutting them down and making them look not great. So, I don't hate Florida. I definitely love seeing Marshawn win. Seeing him emotional was fantastic. I love, like, I don't know, I like that guy. So seeing him win was nice. I really liked that they did anyone who has not won a cup, they got to hold it first, and then the guys who have already won it, they went after. I thought that was a great thing that I hope all teams start doing in the future. The only thing is that I would always prefer a new team win. I don't necessarily like back-to-back wins, especially when it comes to a team like Edmonton, who I don't think has won it since the 80s. So just for that, I was cheering for Edmonton. But I mean, damn, dude. Modern day dynasty with Florida there. 3 cup final appearances, 2 wins out of those 3 years. It's gotta suck to be Edmonton though. Losing the cup final 2 years in a row to the same team. Whew. Rough one. If you're running as a tank like my blood DK that is 672, he's taking no damage. Yeah, that's what I hear. Tanking in Delves is insane. Like everyone always says, if you want to have an easy time, go tank. Not loot this? Oh, apparently not. Yeah, I do want to go on my paladin and eventually see how that feels, because I still need those achievements to do the delves as tank and healer. Alright, so the question for the night is, what do I want to eat though? Do I want to eat some nuggies, or do I want to go out and grab like a burger or something? What? Class. Oh, this is just... I'll just hand this in at the next one. What am I handing? Oh, yeah. That thing. You... hand it in. Do I gotta buy anything yet? Oh, I can't buy 2 of these. Nice. I just buy the reagent pouches just because I can sell that stuff on the auction house. Oh, I have a lot of junk in here, huh? Cool. Actually, you know what? Have I done that quest yet? Sell this crap first. Okay, let me disenchant, because I think I'm almost... This week, I could very well... Yes. Good. Okay, so that's 1. Well, let me just use this now. That puts me at 7. And I need 9. And the weekly quest gives me 2. Alright. Did I do the weekly quest? No. Rare necessity, 1 refulgent. I have 1. Yep. Boom. There it is. Oh, it gives me 3. Even better. Look at this. Watch. Boom. Enchanting. 10. Don't even need all of them. Done. And that's it. 30. All capped. This one took a while. All capped. There it is. This is the first profession I've ever done everything with. I did not get this in Dragonflight. And that's actually kind of very exciting. I don't ever have to do that weekly ever again. I mean, not that it was long or challenging or anything, but when I can cross off the list, I can start just selling all this stuff, like this 105 gold. I can use that instead of getting 30 gold for a Refulgent Crystal. All I have left is skinning, which I have just these 2. So I need 9 more here and then 40 more here. And then these ones are all capped out. So... I'm excited. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's do this then. This is leather. I don't need that. 610, no one cares. Sell all this. Walker's notes? No, thank you. Well, at this point, just get rid of everything. I'm really not going to use any of it. Man, that feels good. Nice. What am I? Alright, unlocks the interior prisms. Don't need. This have 71 of those. Toy, nice. Let's use that in a sec. Got a skinning thing there. So what is this toy? Ooh. Turns you into one of these. Nice. Cool. Go ahead and favorite that. Does it stay on the map though? Yeah. I wish it did. Wait, why? Hold on. Why is it so blurry? It's not. I just look blurry. Okay. Interesting. Let's go pick up the skinning quests. Here. Eventually. Whenever he loads. There he is. Need 20 gloom. Oh, I have all those too. Nice. Good for me. Excellent. Alright, so let's go to the next thingy mabobber. Let's actually, while we're here, we'll go this. What time is it? 5:26. I guess I missed the theater event. I'll do that after. I have 4 keys, and how many radiant echoes? I have 7. Oh boy, okay. So at the end of those 4 radiant, or at the end of those 4 keys, I'll have 11 radiant echoes. So that is 2 runs, which will probably give me around 300 to 400. So let's just say 4 more keys, plus the 1 key here. Okay. Doable. Oh, I hear the cops coming. They heard my mixtape. Or the fire department, I guess. That's the second time they've come by today. I guess I didn't put out the fire fully. Okay, so just this one pet battle here. We have nothing. Oh, we have. Oh, what? Oh, I guess the 5 o'clock world quest spawns. In case anyone doesn't know, pet battle world quests spawn every 12 hours at 5 o'clock a.m. and p.m. So, and of course, I think there's new ones that spawn with the Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday hard reset and the Friday soft reset. I believe the soft reset is at 11 o'clock on Friday, unless daylight saving times, and it's unless daylight saving time is up, and then it's 10. So, for anyone new or newer who didn't know that, that's the deal. Undermine doesn't get new world quests, pet battle world quests every day because it's I think it is on the Friday reset, but it only does Tuesday and Friday, so this is not every 24 hours like the other zones, which I kind of like. But yeah. Oh, I always forget the lever's back here. I always think it's in front of me, or the front. Friend, haver, whoever. Do I want to go do this delve really quick while I'm here? I mean, well. I also need to do the daily quest for. Oh my god, my voice is going. The daily quest for Nightfall. Because I'm still after that void links. That'll be a glorious day when I get that mount. Holy. I'll tell you what, brother. Those quests aren't even hard. It's just, they're tedious. There's ads that give you like 0.5 or 1%. And then there's like an elite that'll give you 15%. Like this random barricade that gives you 10. But then like little other items on the ground that give you 1%. Like, can we just make this quicker? Or no? Or, you know? Nice. I go here, don't I? Oh, I couldn't get up there. I thought that was just a ramp. Can I not get up this way? Thanks. Wait, so when do I get the belt? Is that the end of this quest? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could also just go run that since it's in Undermine. Just take the portal. For some reason, I thought I saw like the monk blue there, and I was like, why is there, am I in PvP right now? And if I am, how is that possible? Just really quick, once again, like I said, I'm going to be reminding people throughout the stream, but on Friday, I have a new video coming out that I've been working on since February. Very proud of it. It's just, I think it's interesting. I don't know how interesting it'll be for others, because it's about the end user license agreement, privacy policy, refund policy, content creation policy, all those policies that you agree to when you play any Blizzard game. So people who typically scroll to the bottom of that and don't care, they probably won't care about the video, but if you're interested as to what it is you're exactly agreeing to, especially in the privacy policy, which is kind of insane, definitely check that out. That'll be going up Friday at, I think it's like 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern, I believe is the conversion there. It would mean a lot if you guys check that out if that was something that you are interested in. Oh, I have to close these, don't I? One free tip I'll give you from the EULA is that you have no right to privacy on any of Blizzard's platform. So whether it's in talking to somebody in WoW, in Battle.net DMs, in Diablo, in Guild Chat, in Whispers, Blizzard monitors all of that. So don't say shady stuff or really reveal too much about yourself, because Blizzard monitors it. Just quick FYI. Every streamer that has a Dream Theater merch on him or is an awesome show I'm gonna watch. This is my Convictions shirt, but I have worn Dream Theater in the past. They were such a good, I've seen them twice. I saw them open. Have you seen them, by the way? Actually, I've seen them twice. I saw them open for Slayer when they were on their farewell tour, which some tour that ended up being. Was it Slayer? No. I'm lying. This was on. They opened. There was like them, and then Behemoth, and then Lamb of God, and then Iron Maiden. I think that's who I saw. I think that was a lineup. I forget who it was. But I saw them open. This was the last time Mike Portnoy played for them before Mike Mangiotti, I forget his name, came in. And then I saw them in December? No, it would have been, I don't know. I saw them sometime before the pandemic started. That was like the last concert I saw before the pandemic started. And it was just them. And this was with Mike Mangini. And they were so freaking good, dude. Like, I was excited to see them, but they were unreal. They were so good live. Wasn't the biggest thing. Like, I didn't mind their latest album. It wasn't anything like, oh my god. But, that was pretty, always nice to hear new Dream Theater. Train of Thought, is it? Whatever album has Endless Sacrifice on it and like Honor Thy Father. It's so good. I used to watch, I don't even know where I'd watch these, but I used to watch like the Mike Portnoy drum videos of him doing those songs all the time. It was he was my favorite drummer for a while. Saw them on Sweden Rock. Nice. Dude, I would love to go to a European show. I feel like Europeans just appreciate music in a different way than North Americans. I've seen them first time when they released Train. Oh, you saw them on the Train of Thought tour. That's insane, dude. That's awesome. That must have been such a good tour. Met John Petrucci and Mike Portnoy backstage twice. Nice. That's awesome, dude. How are they? I feel like both of them give really cool, like, John gives off just like happy to see ya, loves everybody vibes, and Mike just gives off more of like a chill vibe, but still happy to be there, happy to meet everybody. Damn, dude. Kind guys, that's awesome, dude. I love that. I think the first time I ever do I have to go up here? I ever listened to Dream Theater. I think Cause I think he had seen them on the Train of Thought tour, or he bought the live DVD. I think it was for Train of Thought, whatever it was, something like that. Because I remember like that's the album cover that has like the eye in the well or something like that. I remember seeing that thing. That looks pretty cool. And we saw them, or I guess he saw them, and he would just always be listening to them. And I was just like, man, this is sick. Currency, yes I do. Restore a Titan disc and then spend it to unlock. Titan disc. Titan. Oh, there it is. What? I thought I had unique 7. Why is it unique 1700? That's such a weird. But yeah, he watched that, and then I remember at some point that he had this was still in cassettes, were still in style, and he had a cassette that he had made that had Amon Amarth's Death and Fire on, I think it was one side. That was one of the songs on there, and I love that song. There's like some Immortal song on there that I don't remember, that wasn't really my thing. That Death and Fire song was sick. And then on the other side was Endless Sacrifice. And I was just, oh my god, this song is so freaking good. I always forget if it's Train of Thought or another one. But yeah, no, that was so good. Met John the first time in a music shop here in Sweden when he was signing some pictures. Skipped school just to go there. Nice, that's awesome, man. The only musicians that I've met are. Can I just walk through this? Yeah, I can. The only musicians that I've met are, I met Mika from O Sleeper, and I got to like talk to him after one of the shows I went to, and I gushed to him for like 5 minutes about how much I loved him and how much his music meant to me and like how great he was. And he was just so like, he was such a nice guy. He just sat there and just listened. Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting us. Like he was so humble and so nice. I love that guy. I met. Well, I didn't really meet. I like briefly talked to Lauren from Red Handed Denial because she was doing merch after their show. It was the second time I saw them, and I just told her like, I saw you guys for the first time when you opened up for Trivium, and I didn't know who you were, and you just blew my mind. Especially with the song Collector. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Hell yeah. And then I think that's it. I think those are the only musicians that I've had a chance to meet / talk to. I feel like I'm missing somebody. It would have definitely been like after a show though. It's always cool to meet those guys and girls, I guess, to just to kind of talk to them for a minute. I've never been able to meet a musician that's like one of my favorites, like someone I'm like from my favorite band or something like that. I'm just thinking like how would I be during that? 'Cause I feel like I would be. I mean, I guess O Sleeper is one of my favorite bands, but it's talking to Miko is pretty cool, but I just don't know how I would react to that. I'd probably just have word salad. Just I love you so much. You're so great. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Recovered. Where is this? Do I have enough for this now? Ah, there we go. Obtain Titan Disc. Okay. You overcharged. Cost. You can't. I'm in combat with what? Okay. Sure, I'm in combat, I guess. Nice. Good for me. The most wholesome singer I met was the lead singer of Seven Dust, So Kind. Oh, that's awesome, dude. A Gen 7 Dust is great. No, did they? Am I thinking of the right guy? No, they didn't replace him. He's always been the same guy. 7 Dust singer. Yeah, it's the same guy. Okay, yeah. I think I must be thinking of a different band. Yeah, I know. 7 Dust is fantastic. When did you see them? Because that's a band too. Like, I think it was. Yeah, it was Cause, I know for sure, but I think it was like 2001 or something. It was whenever the Seasons album came out. Dude, he blasted that in his Honda Accord. That's such a good band. It's always nice hearing when like musicians are not dicks and they're like actually good people. Sweden Rock also last year, a few years ago. So is Sweden Rock like a? I'm assuming that's like a big festival for. Is it like a 1-day festival or like a weekend thing, and then it's just like different headliners every day? Because the only one I know of, I haven't heard of Sweden Rock, but the only ones I've heard of are, rock. I don't know if it's Rock am Ring or Rock am Ring. I think that's in Brazil. Which, I mean, it's not Europe, but... and then Wacken. I want to go to that one so bad. Actually, at the groceries at Walmart, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a woman walking around with a Wacken shirt from 2014, I think. And I was like, I don't know if you went or not, but like, I'm so jealous of you. Or is it Wacken or Wacken? I'm pretty sure it's Wacken. I might be wrong. I would love to go to a show in Europe somewhere. Especially Blind Guardian. I want to see Blind Guardian in Europe, because in North America they're just like a whatever band, no one really cares about them. But why did I go there? Oh yeah, but in Europe they are just gods. I'd need to see Blind Guardian in Europe. One of the biggest here in Sweden goes on for 4 days. That's awesome. Dang. How many times have you been? And maybe I'm naive or something, but I feel like we don't get as many of those in North America. Like, I know Warped Tour was around for a bit. I think it's coming back. I think Knotfest... Well, does Knotfest even do... I think they're more... It's like one show, aren't they? I guess a festival is one show, but like... They're... Like... Oh, my music's... Okay. I think the last one was in Mexico? I don't know. I don't know of any like big music festivals that happen that are like super popular in North America. Friendhauer. Rock am Ring and Wacken are both great festivals. When I was in my 20th, my right arm was covered in festival armband. From my wrist to the middle of my forearm. Damn, dude. Wait, you've been to both? Are you saying? For Wacken and Rock am? I guess, well, Mayhem Festival was kind of a thing here. I don't know if they're still doing that, though. Been to Sweden Rock 6 to 7 times. Wow. Nice. Do you do all 4 days every time, or do you just go for, like you're more interested, like, usually it's, like, a day or two that you're the most interested in? I mean, Sweden's, like, probably, of all the places I want to go, it's probably, like, top 3. I've always loved Sweden. I think it's mostly just from hockey, because like growing up, I had like Matt Sundin, Peter Forsberg. There was one other guy I forget. I loved Sweden. I'd love to go there. Oh yeah, Download. Yeah. That's another one I want to go to. Download in the UK. It looks so good. You were at Download too. I'm jealous. That's awesome. Always camping is the way to go. Nice. That must be such a fun experience. I bet you have so many amazing stories from those. I don't like camping in general, but I definitely, if I was going to camp anywhere, it would be for a music festival. let's go do. I think it's. Reason not stop tracking, and then there's that, and then that'll take us to the weekly quest. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've never been to a music festival before. I think I was, I guess that's not true. There was one that was like, I forget what it was called, but it was like in the town that I was living in. And I didn't even know it was happening until like the day of. And there was like some great bands there. I think like every day had a different genre. Like the days that I went were like post-hardcore and metalcore. I don't remember everyone that I saw, but there was like, I remember for sure seeing Miss Mayfire. I mean, not Miss Mayfire. What am I thinking of? Is it Miss Mayfire? I'm thinking Memphis Mayfire and someone else. Hold on. Who was this band I'm thinking of? Miss May I. That's what it was. Miss May I. I saw them, and it was just so funny because I remember like they did not look how I thought they would look, and then like it was, I don't know, noon on like a Friday or something, and we were like downtown, and this guy was just like shouting out a bunch of curse words, and he's like, sorry to everybody working in the buildings here. I don't know, it's really funny. But there's that. Who else was there? Because I remember being like, there's no way this band is playing here. What? Ooh, was it no, not Trivium. I don't remember. But that was, I guess that was the only festival. It was like a one-day thing that I went. There was just a lot of bands playing. Other than that, never been to a festival. It's so fun, the whole experience, waking up with a hangover, taking a few beers to stabilize, and hearing the music starting in the background, the sun coming up. That's life. That's amazing. Yeah, my cause went to, it's called 70,000 tons of metal, 90,000 tons of metal. It was like the original cruise ship where they just had a bunch of metal bands on it. And it just sounded amazing when he talked about it. He's like, you know, you go to bed at 2 a.m. and bands are still playing. You wake up at like 8, bands are playing. And it's just like a constant party. And that's like, I feel like that especially is sick, but just like that vibe for a festival would be amazing. Especially like if it's a festival where most, if not all the bands you want to see, and you're just like band to band to band to band to band, just all day checking out live music. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I would love to do that. Like I said, download, Rockam, and fucking. Those are the 3 that I would love to go to. I guess Knotfest too. Knotfest is some pretty good bands. And I would like to do 70,000 tons of metal. I don't know. Cruise ships kind of creep me out. They're kind of like planes, but you're like middle of the ocean. I just think of Titanic. I was like, I would rather not drown to death. So I don't know. Yeah, every time I see, if I follow them on socials, 70,000 tons. I need to know now. Is it 70,000? 70,000 tons of metal? Yeah, it is 70,000 tons of metal. Oh, man. Who do they got going? January 6th, 29th to the 2nd of February. Who do they got now? Artist? I probably haven't announced them yet. Yeah, they'll announce soon, they're saying. Yeah, there's been some pretty good bands there. They just data mine the new tier sets. Warrior looks kind of strange. Is it the purple one that they were showing in the video? Because I was saying they suck. I think, honestly, hot take, I think Warrior transmog or tier sets are one of the worst in the game. They're so bad. They're consistently awful. Like, especially for a plate set, because you've got Paladin, which looks sick. You got Death Knight, which looks brutal. And then you've got the clown show of a warrior. Like, it's so bad. Yeah, I don't like. I think if it's that purple one they showed in the video, it's not great. I just realized I haven't picked a thing for Ashkahet yet. That'll be another pet battle and some more world quests, so I should probably do that. And the worst part is too, like, as a warrior, I end up using other plate set, like for example, use like a Death Knight set. It's like, just go. I feel like it's so tacky. Like if you want to do a plate, or if you want to do a Death Knight set, go play a Death Knight. Get your own set, you know. I don't know. Oh, we're getting there. 205 out of 500 for that mount. The DK set from this tier, whoever designed that set, hats off. That sounds about right. I feel like Death Knights, the Warlock set, this one I'm not 100% sold on. I think it has a cool helm, and I kind of do like the runes going up the robe, but I don't know, kind of torn. But typically, it's a safe bet that Death Knight is going to get a good set. It's a safe bet that Warlock's going to get a good set. And it's a safe bet that Paladin is probably gonna get a set. Probably gonna get a good set. Mage typically gets a good set, but sometimes they get shafted. Priest as well. They've had some pretty good ones, but then also some pretty bad ones. And then after that, you're kind of just throwing the dart. Like only if I get to those, okay. Sure. Yeah, overall I'm kind of, like I said, there's nothing that's like, oh my god, I can't wait for this in 11.2, but I don't have like any strong reaction, which I guess is good. I definitely had a strong reaction when they announced Undermine. I was thoroughly unimpressed and I was annoyed. I was like, this is gonna suck. I've gone on record to say that I was very wrong. Undermine is fantastic and this patch started off pretty great. But I like what I see in the new patch, especially the visuals. Love the Void stuff, love Ethereals. Kinda not sure how I feel about the cloak. The dungeon pool for the most part looks fine, I guess. I'm not really sure how I feel about Tazavesh. So far, I mean, the raid looks awesome. Really curious to see how big that boss is, really, that last one. But yeah, overall, I mean, not a lot to hate on so far, so. I like the preset from Aberrus that makes you look like an area or something, those wings. I don't know what you're talking about, let me see, one sec. Wow, priests. So priest set Aberrus. Oh yeah, that's sick. Yeah, that's. I guess I'll probably show it on stream so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If I go like this, put that into there, should be fine. Nothing doxing me, sure. Firefox. That looks nice. Priest. Hello, what? Priest. Okay. Heroic. Priest. My God. Yeah, that looks sick. Oh, I mean, I don't really like the mythic one. That's not my fave. But heroic, fantastic. Normal, fantastic. Rage Finder might be arguably the best one. Very good. Yeah, no, I love that set. Priest is generally pretty good. I have a soft spot, I think it's for the Black Temple one. The like the hooded angel. Actually, I don't need that in the quest. Please give me the mount so I don't have to do the other 2 quests. Please. Okay, cool. Love that. Me. There's just a lot of nostalgia attached to that set. Because obviously that was when I was like starting to play WoW. When my addiction was probably nearing its height, if not at its height. And then there was a private server that I definitely didn't play. A friend of mine played it, and I just watched him play. And the entire time I was telling him, bro, like you shouldn't be playing a private server. That's disrespectful. I didn't play it. But that private server, I saw, right? I just saw it, I didn't play it. I saw that they had like the preset that they had. They used like that model. Oh, loved it. I looked so cool. I need to go farm that out. It's unfortunate that they added account-wide transmog so late, because I've been done. I've farmed Black Temple so long ago. I farmed Sunwell so long ago. All these raids, I farmed them so long ago. Like, I'm done. Nope, gotta go right back in, get all these cool transmogs. Like, okay, great, that's awesome. Like, I wish it would just look at my account, because you have the statistics tab in achievements. I wish it would just look, he's killed or Illidan X amount of times. I guess they can't, because it's like, you might have just got to skip or something, but just who cares? You know, he's killed Illidan, let's just say 30 times. Let's just randomize. 30 random things drop from every boss, or like, you know, on Illidan, 30 things drop on Supremus. You know, we'll do 30 loot cycles, and you'll randomly get loot. You might get duplicates, might not. Just to kind of make it a little bit nicer. Yeah. Whatever. Right back. Priest back in Legion, could not get into them. I used a Priest as my healer in Season 1 this expansion, and it's... oh no, sorry, it was in Season 2 at the start of it. And I love the playstyle. Oh, why do you troll me like this? I like the playstyle. It's just, I just didn't like it. I don't know. There's something about it, like, it was fun, but it wasn't fun. I feel like Disc, I think it's Disc that has Penance, which I love Penance, so I need to have Penance, and I don't want to play Holy. But Holy seemed to be like the one that everyone was playing. And also I wasn't as geared, so I wasn't doing as good as I could have been, which was also frustrating. It's like, I feel like I'm just constantly behind on trying to heal people. And especially as Disc, I guess, I don't know, someone in the comments, when I talked about it in one of my videos, they'd said that you have to like build up something and then you like release this AoE. Where I was like, I'm just gonna go on my Shaman who has AoE heals right away. But yeah. Might try to, might try one now when we have the one button. Oh yeah, the one button came out. I forgot about that. I should try that. That'll be good to have set up for not just farming old content. Like Dragon Soul. Oh, Jesus. Nice, I get that first. Yeah, the one button will be nice. I just wish my monitors were closer together, because then, like, I can if I'm watching something on the screen, I can see what's on this monitor, but it's not perfect. Like I have to, if I'm like, I can't, like, I can generally see, unless if it's very obvious, like I still there's a plant here or something. And then, like, I can generally see mobs and stuff, but it's like I don't know for sure where I'm at. Which is nice if I could just, like, have it be perfectly there to just be able to use my peripheral vision and just run around using the one button macro for whatever. Also, I realized last week when I didn't go into raid, I didn't do LFR or anything afterwards, so I did not get my week of Galagio rep. So I'm a week behind, which sucks. I mean, I'm pretty close to being max anyway, so 15. I think I saw on WoW how do you get to 17. Oh, I guess, yeah, I would have been ranked 16 last week, so... I mean, I probably could go catch up, but let's just say we're on rank 17, so 3 more weeks for people to get max. Definitely want to do that, so that way I'm not having to come back later on to do that, because that would be rough. Especially on another expansion where you can't solo it just yet, so you have to go in a group. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I did have my heroic leap. I'm not sure why it didn't work. Okay, last chance for the day, please. Oh wait, no, I didn't get it. Hold on. This random epic upgrade always gets me excited for half a second. It's like, oh, got the mount. No, I didn't. Oh, I got to finish off this set though. Nice. Me. I hate that they haven't fixed where this quest marker is. All right, so let's see here. Forge a pact. I don't know why this is. I don't like this, but from these guys, the general is the one I have the least on. Okay, so we got a pet thing there. I need to do activities. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. That's a gold one. 3. This is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'll do with these, I guess. And then I should be good with the reset on Friday and or just pet battles that pop up. Oh, he went to the ground. Please don't do this. I need this ability to hit him. I need both these abilities actually to hit him, so if he goes underground in the first 2 rounds, it hurts my feelings. Oh, okay. It's always, if he does it once, he's going to do it the entirety. It's like, some days he has, like, it's different days he has different strats, and I guess today is the underground strat. One. These. 2. Okay, good. I think the highest I ever got was like 12 or something like that, him going underground. Oh, I was so annoyed by the end of it. Oh, 6 so far. Yeah, I guess it's it is that time, eh? Okay. I'm going to end the stream here because I am hungry and I'm noticing it. And my voice is apparently gone because I can't talk for 2 hours straight, apparently. I appreciate all you for watching, all you lurkers, all you live chatters, all you live watchers, VOD watchers, hip-hoppers, everybody all in our world. I'll be back next week around the same time, probably. New video, once again, coming out this Friday. I really want people to watch it because I spent a lot of time on it and I'm really proud of it. I think it's important information, too. It's an agreement that you have... If you're playing any Blizzard game, you have signed this, and this is what you have agreed to, and some of it is absolutely crazy. So that comes out on Friday at 9 Pacific, 12 Eastern, and yeah, it'd mean a lot to me if you guys check that out. So Love you lots. Thanks for watching. Mind you, have yourself a good a night. Thank you for chatting there for me with music. Always appreciate that. And I'll be back. Have yourselves a great week. Love you. I'll talk at you eventually. Awkward silence while YouTube gets the end of this video so the VOD isn't cut off. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.